What's up, guys? I'm Daemonxel, and the day has finally come. That's right. Supers are now in the game. Let's talk about it. Alright, so the patch notes are out, and supers have landed in New Eden in Eve Echoes. And we're going to go through the patch notes and talk about them, as well as a upcoming contest for you indie guys out there to go ahead and get on those leaderboards. So, the new content, and this is the patch that's going live tonight. By the time this video airs, the patch will already be live. So this is for maintenance for 6/7 of 23. So, the new content is, of course, the super carriers. Now, they start talking about a little bit of lore of it. You know, when people set foot on the land of New Eden, start a new life, the super carrier development project had already started. They're the backbone of various empires' fleets. As the threat from the unknown force intensified, Concord has made available the manufacture of 4 super carriers with their related modules. All right, so they go into a brief description of each of those super carriers. And if you haven't already seen, I did put out a video of speculation of the super carriers, but I'm also, as soon as they update the Fulmination, that's the test server for content creators, I'm going to go ahead and launch, basically spawn those 4 carriers, the supers. We're going to get into it, we're going to talk about it, and see what we can do with them. So, okay, the first one is the Wyvern, and it says the Wyvern's fighters fall short in damage. They excel in attack accuracy, defense, and flight velocity. With assistance from a powerful radar distribution burst, they can exert precision strikes at the enemy. The carrier itself possesses an extremely potent shield resistance and shield hit points, capable of taking heavy firepower with the support of logistics. Always good to have in a fleet. Alright, the next super carrier is the Hell, and the Hell boasts the greatest fighter damage of all, and thus quickly delivering significant damage to enemies that has become a key design goal for it. Hell's fighters are fast-moving, and the carrier itself is similarly swift. It excels at directly attacking quick enemies, and utilizes the engine disruption burst to slow enemies down. Now, if you haven't already heard about it, or basically these are going to have burst modules that are going to give out a kind of like a nightmare. You know what I mean? It's going to burst out in a 360-degree area. Now, I don't know the range of these burst modules as of yet, but each one are going to have a unique one. The Aeon. The Aeon is the representative of the Ymar Empire's steady and robust ships. It boasts the longest fighter range, the best fighter firing precision, and the strongest fighter defense, making it a formidable opponent against any enemy. Now, we've already seen this, that the Revelation Dread is actually very strong as well, so these ones are designed for PvP. The Aeon is capable of neutralizing a large amount of power in multiple targets, further reinforcing the Aeon's survivability on the battlefield. So that's going to have, with the Aeon, it's going to have a power disruption burst. So that's going to basically be a wide range neutralizer in that area. Last is the Nyx. The Nyx's firepower is almost as potent as the Hell, yet it differs from the Hell in its fighters, where they boast greater firing range and defenses. Plus, they also excel in reducing their own signature radius, making it harder for enemies to lock onto them. While the Nyx may fall off against high-speed targets compared to the Hell, it can deal significant damage to enemies with its powerful defense disruption burst. Understanding how to evade the defense disruption is crucial into countering the Nyx. Okay, so you're probably wondering, okay, Damon, shut up, stop talking about the lore. Tell us how to get these. Well, I'm going to get these via the advanced component transport carriers, and you're going to get these within capital ship rallies, capital ship special fleets, unknown capital ship rifts. You're basically going to get them through your various means, like scouts, inquisitor. Well, not maybe inquisitor and scouts. I'm not sure. Now you're gonna get the advanced components and fighter blueprints from those. You can also get them from, says, obtain plenty of components, modules, and intact fighters by destroying the pirate NPC's super carriers. That's what they're calling the challenge sources. And then secondary sources, you can obtain the component transport containers from the gravitational wave graphs, and you open them for the advanced components. Use a decryption key to open more components, blah, 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 blah. And of course, you can also use your mighty wallet, because the advanced component transport containers are also available for a limited time at the mall, priced around 250 million ISK each, with a max purchase limit of 50. Now, just as a reminder, if you do plan on building one of these supercarriers or piloting one of these supercarriers, they have to be in a T4 Corporation Citadel or a Interstellar Trading Center, an FTC. Of course, these are not allowed in high-sec areas. The only carrier that's allowed in high-sec is that Cyan C. It goes on with a little blurb saying that while supercarriers are powerful, they are also easily spotted and besieged by enemies. Concord suggests Capsuleers should pilot them only when there is adequate support. We all know that's not going to work, right? Because you know, within a week of building one of these, I'm going to get a kill mail sent to me. Now, those of you SOV owners out there, also be on the lookout for another add-on. It's going to be the Super Capital Assembling Array, and that's going to reduce the material cost for all your capital ships in that SOV area. And of course, with a new class of ship, we get a new class of skills. And with those skills, you are going to have Heavy Fighter Operation, Heavy Fighter Upgrade, Super Carrier Cover Module Operation, Disruption Burst Projector Operation, as well as other skills. We're going to go into them all here. Now, the first thing, one second. I don't know what I did here. Okay, sorry, we're going to cut that a little bit out. All right, so the first skill is the Heavy Fighters. Now, Heavy Fighters are the offense fighters exclusive to supercarriers, strong attack, defense capabilities. And their Heavy Fighter rocket can deal significant damage to capital ships, but they are not suited to be deployed against non-capital ships. Just, you don't want to hit an ant with a rocket launcher. You know what I'm saying? So, if you do have a super, well, be on the lookout for Blake Fleet. They're going to be looking for you. So those Heavy Fighters, they're going to come in the 4 flavors of the factions. You have the Malice, you have the Mantis, you have the Cyclops, and you have the Tierfring. So you're going to be able to purchase MK9 blueprints from Jita or obtain advanced blueprints from your various capital ship Cosmic Anomalies and manufacturing ores. So basically, yeah, you're going to buy these blueprints. The advanced ones that I'm talking about, maybe they are faction ones that are going to be dropping. So let's talk about these other modules, right? We got the Super Carrier Cover Module. It says here to enhance support capability of supercarriers to a fleet, a Super Carrier Cover Module was developed. The module connects the supercarrier to its nearby fleet squad members' defense system and power system via remote energy transfer technology, allowing the carrier to supply fleet members with energy and comprehensive repair. Further, it is capable of transferring some of the damage taken to the supercarrier. So basically, this thing is not only going to be a remote heal for you, a logistics titan, it's also going to be your new anchor, and it's going to be your tank. It says that the development of the cover module made reference to the tech used in Force Auxiliary, Ranged Revival Module, Defensive Force Field, and Armor Link modules, which show a different effect than simply stacking the referenced modules. So basically, it's going to be able to do all of that for you. The damage transfer effect will not be effective on targets with an active defense force field, though. I.e., you're not going to be able to transfer the damage to a Nightmare or any of your other Guardian ships. It does say that the cover module is significantly more potent than the Armor Link module, and therefore it will override it, but its effect will diminish on massive ships. The restoration effect stacks with the Ranged Revival module and will not affect each other, so those you can run in tandem. But beware, the cover module will be forced to close and restart once the shield and armor of the carrier drop below the defense threshold. So basically the same way as a Shield Guardian, Armor Guardian. So basically once you hit your max threshold, you have to worry about yourself and not the fleet. You know what I'm saying? Now, to get these modules, you want to reverse engineer materials such as experiment data and then go ahead and manufacture it. I'm pretty sure this module will be astronomical, more so than, the modules you find on the Rorquals. So let's talk next about the Capital Emergency Hull Energizer. And it says there, in the prior engagements with the unknown force, Concord became aware of the inadequacy of New Eden's defense capability and took the lead in researching ways to enhance the defense of the capital ships. Through extensive research and trials on various ship structures, a damage control module that can comprehensively enhance the defense of the ships was developed. It was a customized explosive module that utilizes a combination of containment field emitters and EM hull hardeners. While not active, it behaves like an enhanced damage control module. Once activated, the module will release all of its energy and greatly enhance the structure resistance of the ship for a short period of time, buying time for our reinforcement or the final decisive battle. So basically, it's a capital DCM. But now here is the kicker, and it says here, now, this might give a little kick to those of you in Indy, because upon using the module, it will be destroyed after activation, and all its active and passive bonuses effects will be lost. And currently, there is no way to repair this module. It says capsulers may only return to the station and disassemble and reprocess it for further uses. And you're going to be able to obtain this module through reverse engineering materials such as the experiment data and damaged ship hulls and go ahead and manufacture it. So, it could be the new cash cow, am I right? All right, the next fun thing is the burst projectors, a tactical module specifically designed for super carriers. Select a target, start preheating, and then launch it. On a successful hit, the project of a burst centered at the target, causing a potent disruption to the target and all units within a certain range. That's that AoE. So basically, that 365-degree burst, it's not going to be centered on your ship. It's going to be centered on your target. And depending on the range, this can really change the tactics of warfare. Am I right? Because now you're not going to have your balls, your one fleet circling your other fleet. You can just launch this thing and affect everyone in that enemy bubble. And as it goes into here, it does not cause disruption to the projecting unit. The closer it is to the center, the stronger the effect. If there are an extreme number of targets within the explosion range, the outer targets will not be affected by it. The following 6 burst projectors will be made available first, so it looks like there's going to be more on the way. All right, so we have the energy disruption one, which is going to neutralize the target's power, so that's your mass nuke. You have the weapon disruption, which can reduce target's artillery range and precision. Okay, so that's your weapon jammer right there. Radar disruption, so that's going to be work same thing like a scanner jammer. Sensor dampener. Scanner jammer, what the hell am I talking about? All right, it's going to reduce the target's scan resolution, increasing their signature radius, and reduce their missile range and precision. And you also have the engine disruption, which can reduce the target's speed and warp stability and increase their inertia. So that'll be nice if you've won the grid, right? You bring this in, and if you can keep that enemy fleet there while they're starting to retreat and then launch this, I guess you won't really going to need that hero, Hector anymore, will you? All right, next is the power disruption, which can reduce the target's capacitor limit and increase their capacitor recharge time. I guess that's going to be good for your Logi, the enemy Logi. The defense disruption, which can reduce the target's defense. And again, you're going to reverse engineer data to obtain the blueprint for all of these. In my opinion, I think the best ones here, well, I guess it really depends on what your enemy fleet makeup is, but bear with me, don't crucify me in the comments. I think energy disruption is going to be very popular. I think the weapon disruption is going to be very popular. And I think the defense disruption is going to be very popular. As well as, of course, the engine disruption. Because, I don't think the power disruption is going to be very popular at all. Same thing. Well, radar disruption, because you have the missile range. So if you have a bunch of missiles, missile guys coming at you. That would work. So those fleets of cyclones, you know. All right, the next section is the capital ship trial field. It says, from now on, when a destroyed various cosmic anomalies in the nullsec zone, capturers may find a hidden capital ship trial field of the major pirate forces. The concealment measure of the trial field will be rendered ineffective once it is discovered. All of its entrances will be exposed, and it will become visible on the star charts. The capital ship trial field is designed specifically for large-scale capital ship research and development trials. It contains a large number of partially improved capital ships and even supercarriers. So these are going to be above your cap rallies right now, your faction cap rallies. This is top tier. Am I right? It says the formation size of the capital ship trial field is not large. It's even smaller than a typical cap rally, but its firepower is extremely powerful. So basically, you're going up against a super, and I would say, like, faction carriers. It says Concord recommends that capsulers thoroughly prepare themselves before forming a fleet and taking on the trial field. Now, it also says the loot is all types of advanced components, new modules, fighters, damaged ship hulls, basically everything you can get it here. But also be prepared, because if you can see this on the star chart, not only do you have to prepare for what's going to be in the anomaly, you need to be prepared for what's going to be coming from outside the anomaly if there are enemy fleets in the area. Okay, now there are some anomaly adjustments. It says basically it's possible to obtain advanced component transport containers from capital ship rally points, capital ship special fleets, your unknown capital ship rift, your unknown hidden rift, that's your wave graphs. And the transport container is very valuable. You can, you can receive items as advanced component. We know we've talked. They told us all this shit. All right, ship upgrade, modification data, hangar upgrade, modification data, and by directly opening it. Okay, so all right, so you can directly open this thing, but you may want to get the key as it protects the integrity of the. So basically, you're going to get more items if you use a key to open it instead of just brute force. So either way, you're going to have to buy keys if you want to. Now, they did tweak some ships here. They added a unique bonus to the faction carriers. They raised the activation time of the Capital Emergency Hull Energizer by 120 seconds. And they added a unique bonus to the Guard Rorqual. It raised the activation time of the Capital Emergency Hull Energizer by 180 seconds. All right, so they also went into talking about a new contest. That's right. Just like when the regular capitals first showed up, they are having a manufacturer contest, and these are going to be for your supers. So the corporation that makes the most of these is going to win. They're going to have a leaderboard for these. There's going to be 2 leaderboards, one for manufacturing quantity leaderboard as well as manufacturing speed. So the fastest person to pump them out and the most that can get pumped out. You would think those would go hand in hand, though, right? Now, what you can win from these are prestigious medals, modules, and carrier blueprints. All right, so it's going to be the first 20 corps on the leaderboard. And no, if numbers are the same between 2 corporations, priority will be given to those who completed the manufacturing job first. It says here the corp to which the pilot belongs will be considered, and changing corps afterward will not affect the result. So, they are the leaderboard. Okay, so the leaderboards are different. So the quantity for leaderboard is for the top 20 corps, and the speed leaderboard is for the top 20 pilots. Durkadur, I'm looking at you. You better be on this list because you're on the first list. So, hashtag send Damon a super. All right, let's take a look at the rewards for these. Okay, so the number 1 spot, right? You're going to get the Chief Capital Ship Engineer Medal. You're going to get 15 heavy fighter blueprints. Oh, no, wait. Wait. I'm reading this. Okay, so the leaders on this, the top one spot for the quantity. This is the Corp leaderboard. You're going to get, if you get number one, you're going to get 15 of those Chief Capital Ship Engineer medals, and you're going to get 150 op boxes for the Heavy Fighter blueprints. The second spot's going to get 10 medals and 100 op boxes. Third spot's going to get 5 medals, 50 op boxes, and the rest of y'all are going to get 3 medals and 30 boxes. So, on the speed, this is for the individual pilots. Sorry about that. The top one is 10 medals, and those medals are the Development Engineer Medal of Honor for the corresponding supercarrier. So if you build fastest one to build a Hell, you're going to get a Hell medal, Nix, so on and so forth. You're going to get 1 super carrier cover module blueprint. You're also going to get 4 burst projector blueprints, and you're going to get 6 op boxes. Second place is going to get 7 of those medals, 2 burst projector blueprints, and 45 fighter boxes. 3 is going to get 5 medals, 1 burst projector blueprint, 30 boxes, and the rest of you are going to get 3 medals and 15 op boxes. And yes, don't worry, there is a participation reward. Each pilot will receive 2 development engineer medals of the honor for the corresponding supercarrier that you built, and 6 op boxes of those heavy fighters for each of the carriers. Now, take note. Now, the winning pilots of that second leaderboard, those winnings are going to go right to you, and the first leaderboard for the Corp is going to go to the Corp CEO. Now, where did I do? Note that basically to give out these medals, it's going to be a gift code, and these gift codes will expire at the end of this year. So if you do give out these medals, the gift code for the medals, make sure that your pilot opens it up and, basically enters that code in before the end of this year. And that's all I got for you guys today. That's the patch notes. I hope you guys found this information useful. My take on it. Sorry about the outtakes. It's late, and I'm having fun. I'm actually excited. I'm excited for this. I know I'm not going to build one. I really wish I could, but every time I amass mass quantities of things to build things, I end up having to move to the other end of New Eden. So I'll be starting from scratch. So we know Damon won't be having this. Won't be building one. He's going to try, but I'm not going to be able to get one of these. But I hope you guys all do. I wish you guys well in this contest. I hope you guys are excited for supers who want to be a part of the super community. And that's what I got for you today. Like always, if you can tag that subscribe button, ring that bell, share and like the video, then of course you'll stay up to date with everything I do here. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Fly safe. And remember, we're always one vision, one purpose, one front.